And that's why I should be hosting the show.
You know, you make a good point. It's all yours.
Oh, thank you.
So then he tells me that he wants me to do a bit with him, but I haven't even spoken to the guy in over a month, and I'm hearing this second hand, third hand from all these different people. Meanwhile, the guy needs to pick up the phone and call me, and then he keeps telling me that, oh, we need to do this and we need to do that, and I'm like, really?
Tito, do you ever just shut the fuck up? WrestleMania weekend just passed WrestleMania 30, and as we've known, it's been so obvious. Zack Ryder winning the World Championship clean over Cena in the middle of the ring in the main event on WrestleMania.
Hell of a match, though. Hell of a match.
Awesome match. It'll go down as the best in history for sure.
Gotta be.
Oh, man. God, I'm starving. Come on, man. Let's go McDonald's.
No, I'm on a diet.
What?
Yeah.
And there you have it, our Meat Twitcher of the Week. Remember, you got to vote on Twitter at #MeatTwitcher to get your votes in. And amazingly, again, for the 30th week in a row, ODB has won again. She is looking good, as always.
That Eric Young's one lucky son of a bitch.
She has just wiped out all the rest of these divas/knockouts. Unbelievable. She's my pinup girl. I don't know what you talk about, so if you will, cap on. And we'll mark her down. BAM!
Hey, I'm going to work out. See you later.
So what's your idea for the show?
I was thinking instead of talking about wrestling all the time, let's talk about politics.
Oh, you know what? That is good, because everyone who talks about politics is always really cool.
Exactly.
Fuck. Yeah!
Whoa.
I have to wait for marriage.
1,000.
Yeah! Fucking touchdown, baby! How great is this gonna be? My team's gonna win the Super Bowl this year!
Hell yeah, mine's gonna win the World Series.
Fucking being champions rules,
Yeah,
baby!
it does.
Yeah! It's chilly.
You know another blanket?
I'm telling you, this guy's gonna win American Idol for sure. In other small news, we had Tough Enough's AJ Kirsch finally signing a long-term deal with the WWE, realizing his dream.
Hey, let's watch wrestling.
The Real Housewives is on.
What do you want to watch? Walking Dead? You want to go see Last Exorcism or something like that at the movies?
No, I just want to stay and watch The Notebook.
What?
So romantic.
Hey, so why didn't we have the cat in this bit?
He actually bought a house this weekend and he's moving out of his parents' house. Tyler Durden, Jack's utter lack of surprise, Meat Twitcher. There you go, AJ again.
2 in a row.
2 in a row. Coming on strong. So,
Yes.
if you will, kind sir, cap off. First rule about cap off, we mentioned cap off. There we go. That is such a great line I just did. That's almost as bad as you doing the Lingus Mafia last week with a Vader sign, for God's sake. There you go. So, alright, on with the intro to the show, and a lot to talk about at the desk. See ya.
It's Lingus Mafia shit. So roll legs, bitchin' the spit about the dopest wrestling show in this bitch. But ain't no skit, it ain't no love song with R&B singers. Nah, fool, I'm talking about the show that's called Wrestlingus. Middle fingers to the others, man, ain't no competition. No other show has me so eager for the next edition. The homie kept manning and Faust quoting us, be sick with it. Need 1,000 views and they gon' rub they oily tits with it. Since we on the subject, you like boobs up on your picture? Then ain't no segment out there better than the Meat Twitcher. That's how to get you. And then there's Vato Loco, the cappy on some shit. Gang banging, dope dealing, cholo, how ethnic can you get? I know I'd rather pour gasoline on my polo draws than never have to sit on the lap of the cholo claws. I'd have to take a few hot showers, almost as bad as Raw getting kicked up for 3 hours. Shit, countdown till it goes back to 2. To find out, just watch the show or we gon' send a Keely after you. Chucky knife and all, mouth full of cookie crumbs. Yo, what's up, Tito? Can I get 2 thumbs? In the skit, how to get a woman kills. You best have plenty confidence within your skills. Cause women always figure shit out. If you ask Gwen, best believe she gon' tell your ass no doubt. Now go and take Muffy Sweets, a box of chocolates, and you may get a little before the zombie apocalypse. Can't paint a picture more clear than that. Know what I'm saying? Hey yo, Faust, why don't you drink a bit of that? Bass vibrating, woofers in your place. Cap so excited, got him bust them nuts up in his own face. Now that's a cap off. Had the Lingus Mafia approach me to see if I could pull this rap off. Never a problem, said I'd do it. While all the sexy ladies that's watching this can shake their tiggle bitties to it. Cause it ain't a love song with R&B singers. Like I said before, the show is called Wrestlingus. Cause it ain't a love song with R&B singers. Like I said before, the show is called Wrestlingus. Nah, it ain't a love song with R&B singers. Like I said before, the show is called Wrestlingus.
Welcome to the Wrestlingus show. I am Pretty Boy Cav Manning. This over here is Fausty Walnuts, and we're about to give you all the info you need to know from the world of wrestling that just happened this week. And believe me, there's a lot to talk about. First,
let's get into it.
It's the February 19th, 2013. This is show number 38. Starting off again, always with the Tensai Watch. Pound Tensai Watch is at an astonishing 45 weeks now.
Almost a year.
With his dancing.
Yeah.
He's going Batman style a little bit.
Yeah.
The Pound Raw 3-hour watch is at 31 weeks. I'm saying if they're both equal right now going at the same time, I'll say the Raw 3-hour watch dies before the Tensai watch dies. Hopefully. God, I'll handle Tensai over this Raw. Mm-hmm. It's sad when I'm looking at the clock going, oh, I can't wait till it's over.
Yeah, we'll get into that more.
Yeah, so, and I have a new Pound.
Oh.
It is the Pound Shit Belt Watch. It's the first time we heard it, folks.
I like it.
And right now, we're at 0 weeks.
Right.
So next week will be 1.
1 day.
And I think it's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
We'll get into it later. Let's go right to one thing I wanted to bring up before I forget again.
Uh-huh.
You see this picture? I'll put the picture right here. Look at that, extra editing for me. You see old Fausty and Gwen giving the Lingus Mafia sign. We want all the Lingus Mafia out there to do this. Give the Lingus Mafia, this is our gang sign, I guess, right?
I guess.
You give a Lingus Mafia sign.
We learned from the cat.
We learn it from the cat. So, if you could do this at known places, like here we would do it at the Shark Tank, or at Pac Bell, whatever it's called nowadays, Giant Stadium, the new San Francisco, all that stuff. So, do it at a cool place, or hell, just do it wherever you're at. Do it on the toilet, whatever.
Fuck it.
You know, come up with something creative. We'll show your pictures on the show. Possibly either in the credits, or if, you know, a whole 2 people do this, we'll show it now or something like that. So, if you can, flash the Lingus Mafia sign, show you're part of the Lingus Mafia. We're going to make some Lingus Mafia t-shirts, of course, too.
Do it in the right side of town. Don't
and you know
cause
what?
any trouble.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, what the fuck's that? That's Lingus Mafia. What the fuck are you talking about? Go to YouTube, essay. Tell them you know the cat. You'll be safe wherever you're at. Hey, you get a killer spot that you do this from, like a crazy place or something way cool, I will mail them a Lingus Mafia t-shirt.
Really?
Yes. I mean, listen.
That sounds like a contest. Have we done a contest before?
No, because no one wins at this contest. Nonsense. You won the contest last time. Enjoy your shirt.
Thank you.
Yeah, but it has to be from a, you know, this is going to be by, you know, judge and jury over here. So you come up with a cool ass place to do something and, you know, flash it. So anyway, that's on to that. Let's get into TNA real quick because we got a lot more.
I'll just even skip over the Impact. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. We'll get into that quickly since we got a lot of WWE to talk about. Bully has his leg hurt all of a sudden, which I guess is just to keep him out because he's on a tear, so they wouldn't be able to have him lose.
Yeah, I guess they didn't want to put him in the title hunt.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
So his leg is killing him. I thought he had a cast on until he got up and he has his boots on. And then
exactly.
He could barely stand, and Brooks, watch yourself. We're going dancing, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
And he forgot his wedding ring.
He forgot his wedding ring, so we're guessing this is a heel turn coming, like we've always said.
Slow burn, could be. We'll see.
Which also goes into Aces and Eights being jobbers, of course. They do not take a cue from the Shield.
No.
Maybe now Dixie will realize, holy shit.
Ooh,
But,
that's how
hey,
it
man.
should look.
But listen, at the same time, Aces and Eights does not have the talent that the Shield
That
does.
is true. But
So you should
never
still
know.
have them,
Yeah.
you know, getting in there. So Bully comes running out with a chain wallet, limping, and I also like that. You know, everyone always gets in the ring, and he can't get out of the other side of that ring too, right? When
yeah.
he's about to be jumped. So
they look like bitches again. And
Yeah.
then Taz is complaining, why aren't any Aces and 8 guys in the title hunt? Well, they don't win any matches.
yeah, it's win a match other than Devon with this god awful looking
The Legends title.
the Legends title that's scraped off Legends. And also Hogan with another. They do this every week. They seem to. Now we're gonna put you all in this big tournament, and if you impress me, I'll make you the champion.
Yes, Jesus.
Holy shit, man! So it's not even a beat the clock. It's
No.
so if you beat the shit out of someone with no fight back, are you then declared the best? Or if you have a great match, are you?
I don't...
And then, as you say,
As I say, he's supposed to be determining this, but he's busy in the back talking to Joe Park, talking about ribs and politicking and whatnot.
your good friend Joe Park, you're on different terms with him.
You know, he's talking to Brooke and other people. Sting, the greatest wrestler of all time, as he called him.
Yeah, where the greatest wrestler to wear a T-shirt every week is what it is. You know, I mean, come on. What, did Sting waste away to nothing? He
I
has to wear a
guess.
T. And you know what looks very jobberish? Is his sparkly jacket, all to the 9s and to the 13s he's dressed,
And then a T-shirt.
and a fucking T-shirt. Fucking bullshit. Have some pride in your... This is Foley coming with sweatpants and gym shoes. Fuck it, I'm here. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, enough of them. Let's
fuck
go
it.
on to a Raw this week. Now let me bring out the main topic.
Oh, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I saw that they offered the new belt online already today.
Yeah, there was no time.
Pound shit belt watch. I will not buy it yet because God forbid they go, you know what? This is a fucking mistake. Because it is fucking
Everybody's
awful.
been shitting on it, and everything I read on Twitter was just like, oh, it's got awful, it's got awful.
Yeah.
Even people were like, oh, jeez, maybe the spinner belt wasn't so bad.
Yeah, it's real fucking... What company do you work for? I can't tell. Holy shit.
Like I was saying, I think Vince just said, let's get a big-ass WWE logo, so when Rock's going around promoting, when he's on Good Morning America and Jimmy Fallon and all this stuff,
Funny thing is, would Rock even bring it?
I think Vince is going to make him. That's going to be part of his deal. Like, hey, we're going to make you the champ, kid, but you got to take your belt everywhere you go.
Yeah, so let's go on to other things before we get to the belt, because that's majority of our thing. Triple X in New Orleans. They announced it, and here's the bizarre thing. Why wouldn't that have been this year? Because it's always 10, 1, 10, 20, 30
Should be in New York.
in New York. So I even thought when they were doing this year in New York, I said, oh, back-to-back in New York.
Yeah.
The logo's fucking killer.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It is real nice.
Sorry, MSG.
Yeah,
You're a
sorry.
little too small for us.
Exactly. Now, yeah, we've expanded. We just had the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
This whole DQ deal.
Yeah.
And we said last week, why wouldn't Paul just punch Punk in the face to start the match and it's over?
I mean, they
It made no sense.
They tried to work it into the storyline where Punk kept baiting him, trying to get him to...
Yeah, so then we also have Punk and trying to get into the three-way, I guess it's gonna turn out to be. Unless they're giving Taker one more week.
Well, I know. Like we were saying, okay, I was looking forward to Raw because I'm like, okay, it's the first Raw after Chamber. We're heading to WrestleMania.
Road to Mania.
We're going to start to see stuff develop.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, if we don't get Undertaker tonight, we're probably not going to get him.
Mhm.
Maybe they will work in the three-way. Now they're dragging it out another week.
Yeah. And here's the funny part about that is, I mean, we know logically in writing or whatever, they have to drag it out to the next week, get you to watch.
Mhm.
And if it's in real life, it
Right.
makes no sense. So if this is real life, it makes 0 sense. Punk dictates to Cena, I'll tell you when I'm fighting you for your shot. How about Cena goes, no, fuck off.
Yeah.
You fight me now or you don't get in.
I won the Royal Rumble,
Yes.
so never mind that.
Yeah. So it's, what Punk makes a good note. It's like, well, if this was any other battle royal, it's like Ezekiel Jackson could have won it and went to headline WrestleMania. They need to almost throw in a Job Squad one year.
Yeah.
So we're like Santino, I actually thought for a second, Santino's gonna win this fucking Rumble. And then, of course, stipulation and lose it the next night. But they could do that kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I like the whole They got me last night with Ziggler again with that damn briefcase.
Yeah.
The squished briefcase. Where he had it. I'm like, oh, and Ricardo running for his life away from Big E Langston. That's what they call him. So, Cesaro, this is my favorite part of the evening, is when Michael Cole goes, ooh, Cesaro talking German to Miz in the ring, insulting him. And King goes, he just said to him, is that all you got? It sounded English to me. I was like, you could completely hear him just say, is that all you got? He's speaking, what the fuck are you talking about, Cole? So, Swagger, we should wave to Swagger. What the fuck? Why would they... See, this is the Bowie logic when they come up with this goofy writing. He's been off for, what is it, fucking 6 months or some shit like this.
Jobbing.
Yeah, well...
beat Santino before last time we saw him.
Well, here's the problem with this is he comes back, or... I just did something. He comes back...
I knew that was...
Yeah. Shit. Going back to TNA reference. That's called a callback. So, he comes back... with the same gimmick, but he's meaner, with a beard.
And he still had the red, white, and blue trunks on, too, when he first came back. Now, all of a sudden, he's black, so we know he's dark.
Oh, I didn't even notice the tights at this point. I'm too bizarred out by everything else. So he comes back, and they say, 2 weeks into the comeback, let's repackage him and make him Mr. America.
The real America.
The real, the border jumper America, fight for your rights thing. They couldn't have... Did they just think of this?
I guess.
And Coulter comes out with him now? And...
Uncle Jeb.
Uncle Jeb?
Whatever the fuck
Zeb.
his name is.
Thank you.
Jebediah.
Jebediah. Springfield.
Zebekiah.
So, they didn't do this before.
I know.
The fuck?
It's fucking writing, man.
They just thought of it. Oh, if we'd have thought this... So we had 6 months to come up with something. God damn it. Never mind what just happened. We cut his hair. He's another person again. With his hair right over his face now. He looks like Klebold, the guy who shot up Columbine now or some shit with that hair.
That's what you gotta do when you go good guy to bad guy or bad guy to good guy. You gotta grow a beard like the Miz. He face and grow a beard and got rid of his faux.
Yeah, and going back to the whole Ziggler thing, I guess now we officially know you need the briefcase to cash in.
Guess so.
He can't just say, I want to cash it. Yeah, he has to hand it, so... That's just a
Does
side
he have to open it up and sign the contract?
Here's the contract.
That's inside. You just hand over the
It's like
briefcase.
Seinfeld. I guarantee there's crackers in that thing. There's no signatures of nothing. Paul fighting Vince next week.
The only thing I can think of is that's going to lead to the Brock Triple H. That's the only thing I
It'd
can
have
think
to,
of.
because they can't even have... If he's supposedly with his hip surgery. And I like Paul scared. And they were even saying, like, hey, Paul really shouldn't be scared here. I wonder if he, like, blew the...
I know.
Hey, don't act scared. Maddox and Vicky. Do you think Maddox really fucked up the lines a couple times?
He might have.
He said it the one way,
Yeah.
Vicky said no, and he said it the same thing again. Oh, what the fuck? I still enjoy Maddox.
Yeah.
He could get a little larger size shirt. I don't know what he's talking about.
You can't win a match, so we're not going to give you a contract, but we'll hire you to be an assistant or whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
The assistant to the assistant. Or
Yeah. And this, I love the assistant of the... What the fuck? It's... Running the what is it? What is she even called?
I don't remember.
The acting CEO or something.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Just get another GM.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to probably get Kane and Daniel Bryan WrestleMania. That looks pretty much a go at this point. And I hope Kane finally fucking wins a match.
He won last year.
He didn't beat Daniel Bryan last time. That's the bullshit one. Here's something I realized almost when the night was done. With Jericho and Sheamus and Ryback. In the back, where Jericho interrupts it and says, I've dealt with these things before. I've dealt with the NWO and the Nexus, and the Shield is stronger than all these people, and we need to get a hang on it, right? Should Skip have said, yes, I was in the fucking Nexus.
I didn't even think of
I didn't... He's pleading to a former Nexus member that I've dealt with these type of groups before.
These people.
These people, as Swagger would probably say. So, that was a little gem in there that I don't think anyone got. So, back to this belt. This will be our last segment here. This belt is so fucking bad. They need to change this. So, as we suggest, This one will be gone.
Handing that to me.
Get it out of here.
Ugh.
And they need to bring back
No, I'll keep this right here.
the real one.
Yeah.
The good one. The one Hogan had, Brett, Shawn, Diesel, Macho. And this belt, a nice classic.
Yokozuna.
Yokozuna, don't you dare forget it. Andre and $1 Million Man as well. It's been around for a long, long time, or it was, until they went ape shit. And it was after Shawn lost it to Austin was the last time we saw it.
Yeah, that smoking,
smoking
skull belt.
Well, first it turned into that big
one.
giant one.
It wasn't like a blue.
It was a little blue. I bought that pig too. That big giant bull, but it was like a steroided out one of these. And then he went smoking skull.
Right.
And then Rock went to his Brahma belt, and it got goofy. And then the unified one looked like shit too. That was a pig. And so we haven't seen this one. I thought we were going to actually get it when Cena was doing some old school stuff and saying he was doing a lot of throwback.
Yeah.
And I thought he'd throw back and bring out the old one at one point. Then when I really had hopes was when they finally listened to everyone screaming, me being one of them, for the IC belt. The IC belt is like a totally different world when it looks like that for some reason. It doesn't.
Thank God they brought that one back.
I remember in the magazine, WWE magazine, when they changed all the belts the first time. And they had reasons for it, which were retarded. Be a star. And so the reasons were, the bigger the belt, the more importance. The world, they were like, the IC was bigger than the world. So it was a bigger size than this, so it made no sense. I'm like, you know, when people over fucking think these things, it's sick. So I'm like,
remember how big the old tag belts were?
I enjoy the old tag belts. You know what these new ones, I keep thinking they're back to the other ones for some reason. Yeah, the copper fucking Trojan warriors on the front, condom commercials over here. So, yeah, I just think of pennies when I see them.
Yeah.
So, if they just should bring back the old everything. I mean, why it always has to come up with something new when it's not necessary? It's not broke. This is what they need to come back to.
That's classic.
It is classic, and this is one that I've never given up.
You can even update it a little
with
bit.
The WWE on the back and the gold little strap on the back. It is a beautiful thing, and it's simple and nice. They do not need to expand. They brought this back. I guarantee you, I would say at least, and it's hard to do, is 90% of the audience would say, good shit.
Yeah.
Did you see the crowd shit on the belt when he pulled it off? And then do you like this belt? Yeah, and let's all suck off the Rockies here. Yeah, we fucking love it. So
poor Punk holds this belt for over 400 days.
Yeah, and he called the thing an ugly motherfucker too, which is funny. And, you know, and I see a picture now of Rock with the belt, and I saw the new picture. At least if people haven't seen it, it doesn't have the Brahma bulls on the side.
Yeah,
which thank God, because I'm like, why in the fuck would this be there? They shouldn't have done that for a first revealing. At least have the first one, and then have them take it home tonight, undo it, and come back next week with it different if you want to do that.
So when somebody else wins it, they get to put their logo on.
That's what I was thinking too. I go, do they get to put their own bullshit on the side?
So when Cena beats him at Mania,
it'll look like this with the fucking chain gang. Yeah, the padlock. You know, it'll say hustle, loyalty, respect, 10 years or whatever, some horrible thing on there.
C Nation.
Fuck. You know, it'd be the rated R one on the side for Edge or whatever. You know, so I don't know. I mean, I would almost rather that be on the sides than a fucking nameplate on the front.
Yeah.
I don't like a nameplate.
Really?
I never liked the name. How dare you?
I enjoy the nameplate.
You notice my nameplate is vacant on the front. No pretty boy right across that thing.
Put this above the ring for a ladder match. It doesn't belong to anybody.
Yes, it doesn't. I like to take this to the Hall of Fame. Where the fuck would that be?
In the back.
In one of the trucks, right? It'll be at Access. That's where it'll be.
Well, they're supposedly going to make an actual physical Hall
That would be
of
great.
Fame.
I guess it'd be Connecticut, if anything, right?
Peering Florida for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
In Universal Studios.
That would be hilarious.
Right next door.
Tina's not there no more.
Yeah, you know, listen.
They moved out. They got evicted.
I would laugh that the line for the Hall of Fame would be more than the Impact Zone.
Of course.
God, thank God they're driving around places because it's such a different show.
I saw pictures of the house show over the weekend. I thought it was an indie show.
Oh, no.
Like ECW crowds are bigger.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is ECW was in the same place every week, and it was jammed to rafters with a crazy crowd.
I'd love
It comes down to writing.
Yeah.
You give fans something that's going crazy, they're gonna go crazy.
I don't want to get off topic, but I'd love to see TNA go up to like New York, going to Hammerstein, do the ballroom.
You could do it.
See what kind of crowd they get in there.
You know, at the same time, I'm like territory stuff where people be like, "Fuck you, this is our territory." Like WWE went to
not
Philly.
allowed.
No, but people will be like, "Fuck you," the fans.
Yeah.
They'd go there to torment.
Oh.
You know, like when you went to
hardcore
anytime you went to
fans would
Philly,
Yeah.
and WWF
That's
went to
true.
Philly, they would go
Yeah.
crazy with ECW. So I don't know, stuff like that. So anyway, that's your show for this week.
Your shizzo.
Yeah, it's a long one too. And so some of you'll be happy, I guess.
Some of you.
Holy God, we can't do anything right. We go short show to try to get views. We got a shit number of views.
Uh-huh.
We go long, and people seem to
I
like
miss
it.
the old shows.
Yeah, I
the
miss-
old ones.
Fuck. Well, we're gonna have one of these days. We're having a drunk show where we're gonna tape it for hours, and we'll cut it up so it'll be an hour show. And you, Gwen, me, Muffy, will all be here just drinking the whole
gonna be a
time.
mess.
So we're gonna get drunk on the show. So that'll be a fun one. So check out @Curtain Jerks for your podcast comedy shows of theirs, and of course. Instead of that whole Podbean thing,
Yeah.
I'm going to say go to iTunes and type in JTB.
And the brain. Oh, yeah. I do it every
What a
time.
dick.
I do it every time.
You know what's funny is I busted his balls about that you can't go by the brain.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. I'm watching Bobby's DVD, Bobby the Brain Heenan's DVD. What was his first ring name?
Fuck, I don't remember.
Pretty Boy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It all comes full
I said,
circle.
hey, listen, he's a great man. What are you going to do?
Pretty
So,
boy, Bobby Heenan.
go to iTunes and type in JTB, and you'll see your mom's favorite wrestler and Jason the Brain, who do a radio show interview on
You
podcast.
can find the curtain jerks the same way.
Exactly. So that's it. I want to send out a special happy birthday to Achille the Conqueror, turning 5 tomorrow, part of that Lingus Mafia, and to the gorgeous Muffy Sweet, who turns 23 years old on Friday. So,
Happy birthday.
happy birthday, both of you. Mwah. And that's it. We'll talk to you next week. Remember, Lingus Mafia. Send your pictures. See you next week.